Well, always things happening in my life. I went to a meetup event. I have been going to them pretty steadily once I found a group that was mostly microbreweries. And when I went to them this past week was a microbrewery I hadn't went to yet. And I was thrilled to see a friend that I know from meetup groups. And when I saw him there, I said, this is like the 6th time I've seen you this year, and that says a lot. That means that I see you more often than my real family. It says a lot about you and them. Think what you want of that. Friends are the family we pick. And unfortunately, I also remember it for one dude there that was trying too hard to be funny. Why was that? Because he had 2 name tags on, and neither one was his real name. And I never found out his real name, and it's like, One of them said Scooby-Doo, and the other one said, no joke, Cornelius Yukon. And I corrected him, and I said, it's Yukon Cornelius, idiot. He said, no, you're wrong, I'm right. It's like, he couldn't even spell Cornelius right. And it's like, why are you giving out fake names? What are you, some teenager that doesn't want to get arrested? Some con artist? Oh, and he also joked about how he can only date famous people once the restraining orders were lifted. And it's like, who jokes about restraining orders? Not me! I thought the point of meetup was meeting people, and it's not like I will actually look forward to meeting somebody that won't give his real name. Some people. So there was that. And I've noticed the banking place needs tales from the bank, like tales from the crypt. I still got stories this week, even though I took days off because it's year end and use them or lose them on the vacation days. When I got back to work after one day off, I've just been taking the days off that were the path of least resistance, which means nobody else in the department had the day off. And it's like, yeah, that means my vacation replacement is available. Only have one of those. When I got back one day, I looked in one corner of the office that I use, and I happened to see shoes on top of a drawstring Subaru bag. And then I did send an instant message to my vacation replacement. I said, it's here. And it's like, I guess that means pick it up the next time you're in. But, I'm taking 4 days off this month. The 4th is tomorrow. So I guess he figured, spending enough time in my workspace, there's nothing wrong with leaving something behind because he can easily come back and get it when he's there. And there was the recent snowstorm. He did talk about slippery walking out there and all that. And it's like, yeah, I'm aware of that too. And of course, this being the holidays, that means that there's more likely to find food out all around in break rooms or whatever. And when I saw a cookie, I claimed it. But I'm also the type that will claim other things. I have to see coloring pages with candles or snowmen on it. It's like, hey, that looks cool. I'll claim that too. I mean, I like the art on it. What's not to like? I made it count. I said I'm only claiming 2 of those pages, even though there was way more than that. Good or bad, it wasn't stories of the weird about working at the bank this week, unless you want to count the shoes. I'm sure that I'll pick up again once my days off are done. And this being the holidays, I sometimes hear about some cool holiday events. I've been going to the Trilon Cinema in South Minneapolis that shows classics, and I know that they have a holiday event where they screen a secret movie. And I got the last ticket to their screening. I had to buy it more than a month in advance. It was a Hallmark movie about time travel that involved a carousel. And it's like, yeah, I guess that is pretty cheesy. I don't watch the Hallmark Channel or a lot of Hallmark movies, but I guess I get the gist now of what I can expect from others. And it's like, Well, yeah, I guess it had its moments, but unfortunately when I think of a time travel movie, I'm still going to think of Back to the Future. And they had an ugly sweater contest, and I bought a Snoopy on his doghouse sweater, and I've been wearing it a lot this month, and it's like, well, if it's a contest, I'm going up front and have them judge it, where people clap and cheer for their favorite people. And I didn't win, but a lady that had a tree sweater on, Christmas tree sweater on one, and it's like, yeah, she really went all out on that one. I mean, I bought my sweater at Walmart, so I spent the bare minimum on that, because I wasn't sure if I could find anything even cheaper at rag stock. But I was paranoid that nobody would clap or cheer for me, but I'm thankful that people did. Well, and there was the weekend too. I went to it's the holidays, so I went to the holiday light display nearby the Saints Stadium Saturday night. I know. It was cold that night. I even got an email in advance that said, we're still open, but if you want to switch your ticket to another night, you can. And it's like, well, I'm not big on rescheduling things unless it's a rained out game and I have no choice. So it's like, all right, take the bus instead of my car and dress warm or put sweatpants on under my pants. And it's like, yeah, and I was fine. Did you get cold? Go to the bathroom and warm up. So yeah, it worked out just fine for me. Not much of a crowd, no surprise there, but I made the most of it. I love events at the Saints Stadium, even if it's not baseball. And then the next day, it was warm enough that I was willing to drive my car again, and then I went to a movie. I saw the Wicked movie, and they're promoting it a lot. I bought the cereal and snack cakes that were promoting it, and I love the social commentary, especially by the Wizard. And it's like talking like a politician. Yeah, that fits based on what my college instructor said about being the original Oz stories being a satire of populist politics in the 1890s. But the Wizard's saying people believe what they want. It's like, yeah, I've been around enough people to know that's really true, where they often ignore facts and go by emotion. So it's like, yeah, I like social commentary sequences. Well, I like Barbie. And then I was walking back to my car, and I saw a barber shop with a sign in the window that said, we want to cut your hair. Yeah, for those people who aren't sure what type of business a barber shop is, and who couldn't tell what was happening by looking through the window and if somebody's hair was being cut, it's like, what are they doing in there? Duh, I don't know. Well, that'll do it for me. Thank you all, been great.